Welcome to Radio Cheating Stories. My name is Shada Abbasi. And today I'm sharing the story of a person whose name is Anthony and he is 30 years old now before moving towards Anthony's story. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for the updates. So Anthony says that his wife's name is Leah and he says that she is 26 years old. We were happily married for 2 years. Our marriage was a love marriage and we loved each other and even went against our family members for each other. No one was happy with our marriage because my wife's family was such that she used to live near a brothel. That's why everyone is talking behind her back. I know this too, but I didn't have any problem with it because I was madly in love with Leah. She was very beautiful. Her body was very attractive. Her figures were very beautiful and she was so cute. Standing next to me. Everyone would see me and think that I wish she was my wife. Who wouldn't want to marry such a woman? She was very kind-hearted and respected. She always shows me love. We were having an affair for 3 to 4 months. I thought about marrying each other. My family didn't support me. So I got married against their will. I was not a poor man. My job was going well and I had a place to live as well. I got married easily and brought her with me. Everything was fine at the beginning of the marriage, but my house was quite old and there was one very dirty room. But now my wife came and she said that I should clean the other room. I said that the previous owner has kept some animals there. So it was more than dirty. It is very dirty. So leave this room anyway, you have to stay in the same room. My wife also said, okay, and that's enough. Time passed. But now we people had taken some things of the house and guessed I used to come to our house. So it was getting very difficult. One day I came home from the office and was surprised to see that my wife had cleaned that room. It was very dirty, it was already closed and I also did not clean it. For 2.5 years. I said that you didn't have to do it. She'll get sick. She said no, nothing will happen to me. You are right. Maybe. Someone kept animals in this room. There was a lot of dirt. My wife was also very dirty and her clothes also smelled very strange. I said, okay, then you must have come to work since morning. I will bring food. You should take a bath and clean yourself. You must be working for such a long time. She said, okay, both of us had food. Now, the space in our house was open. She cleaned the room very well. We had to stay in this house because I couldn't afford any of them house. I didn't have enough money. Somehow I was living, that was enough. My wife was very good in this matter. She supposed me, she never did that. I want this and I want that thing. And she had collected some money with which she brought furniture and I was surprised that she collected the money that was given to her for her use. But she took the furniture. She was very fond of buying things for the home and she was a very good person and a very good woman. It makes a difference in a good wife and a good person. A good wife thinks about the ease of her husband and loves to make things in the house. Once there were animals. But now our house had become very clean. I used to be afraid to invite people to my house. But today everything was going well in my life when I suddenly came home one day. My wife told me that I was not feeling well. I said, okay, maybe her routine was bad because she often had pain in her back and legs, all because of me. Now, what could I say? I love her so much. Well, life was going well. But in between I got a job for which I had to go out of town for 2 weeks. My wife could stay alone. There was no problem. I would stay. But if I didn't go, my job would be in jeopardy. I was given field work and I used to get money separately. I told my wife that I should go and whatever money I get, we will go for a trip because I didn't take you anywhere after marriage. She said no, let go of the trip. We will not go, we will collect money and you must go. I cannot stop you from your work. If you work, you will get money. Without money, nothing can happen. We spent 2 weeks very hard. By the way, our marriage was going to be 3 years. But still we live with each other as if we were married. You know, if we were married like yesterday and we saw each other yesterday, it was our love which had no luck. Everything was perfect. But when I came back, after 2 weeks, I saw a change in my house that I didn't expect. I saw my wife, she opened the door and turned back from there. She didn't hug me and didn't even ask how 2 weeks had passed. I was home after 2 weeks, at least she could hug me. I thought she would hug me. And after that, you know, we would get lost somewhere and go on a path that only ends in love because in our 3 years of marriage, we were never away from each other for 2 long weekends. But my wife didn't hug me. Then I thought maybe her health got bad or her mood got bad because I came 2 days after 2 weeks. I said, "I'm so sorry, baby." It took 2 more days. The work was too much. But she said, "I know it's because of work. It would have taken me 2 days. The problem I cook for you now, freshen up, I'll prepare the food for you." So she was doing it properly. But she was not coming to me like married couples have a habit of standing and hugging each other. They used to hold hands or put their hands on the face. You know, I was trying to extend my hand to her and she was repeatedly pushing my hand back. Sometimes she used to say that I have work. Sometimes she said we should do it. You should freshen up and eat. Then we talk, she's acting in a strange way. I said, okay, maybe she was thinking that we should eat first and then she would come to me comfortably. Well, 6 nights to me, you know, she will come in my arms and then we will talk lovingly because I was just given 3 or 4 days off. I thought I would spend these 3 or 4 days with my wife. We were married for 3 years, but still we do not have any children, but we didn't have any problem because even without children, our life was very good. We didn't need children out to strengthen our relationship. Our relationship was already very strong. My wife sat and ate with me. After that, she got up and left. I thought that she would be in the kitchen to keep the utensils. But when I went to the bedroom, she was sleeping. I went and covered her, kissed her on the forehead, and I thought maybe she was tired, you know, or must be in a bad mood for some reason. That's it. And that's all normal. She'll be fine later because as much as I love her, she loves me too, and there was no doubt about it. But even after that, her attitude did not improve. But the next day we went to attend a wedding and there my wife is behaving quite normally. My wife's behavior was fine with me. She was holding my hand with everyone and she also was talking to me something. Everything was just right. I felt that she was not in a good mood. So when the night came, I was very happy. You know that today will be a beautiful day for us. But by the end of the night, my wife's behavior had changed again and she was in the same mood again. I asked her, "What the fuck is the matter with you? Are you angry with me?" She said no and everything is fine, yet she was treating me not well. You know, a man knows when a woman is angry. She acts the same way when she's angry. Doesn't talk right. Doesn't look at you. She does not speak and does not come to you at all. And my wife was doing everything of it. So I knew that she was angry with me, but she was saying that I'm not angry. She was also doing housework, ironing my clothes, cooking food for me, doing everything but not coming to me. And even when I would reach out to her, she would get upset as if I was a stranger and started attacking, you know, like her dignity. I also used to pull back wondering if I was bothering her because I didn't want to bother her. She was my wife. I always treated her with love. I always treated her with love. You know, I used to do as she said. I followed her because I loved her and there's no force in love. But I don't know what happened today. I was so worried it happened that I did not understand that it had not been long, but I could not be away from my wife even for a few days because I loved her. I was tired of asking for love. And now the fight happened. I said that it has been 2 weeks since I have been away from you for 2 weeks. So have you got used to living without me? She started crying. When I saw her crying, my heart was melting. I said, "Come to me, baby. But she was not coming to me even while crying, while she used to hug me whenever she cried and tell me why she was crying. But today she was not coming to my arms. I was very worried. I did not understand anything. What should I do? I started getting angry and I told her that someone else has come into her life when I was not at home. You must have been going around with someone else. Why did you run away from me? Because she has given her heart to someone else. I didn't want to say it in anger, but it slipped my tongue and it hurt my wife a little. I knew it hurt a lot. She went to the room and locked the door from the inside. You know, I slept in another room. And after that, we didn't talk at all for 3 or 4 days. I was angry and she was also angry. But how long has it given me back, you know, to the woman who held it? So I went to make it all right. But she said that I'm staying with you. I don't have any complaint with you. Just leave me as I was. I said, how long will this last? What happened to you? This is our relationship will end if you're running away from me. Stay in this house as if I am not going to be your husband. So I just kept here. What are you doing? Just think about it. But she was not agreeing. My heart was telling me that something was wrong. But one thing I noticed very strange was that she was not letting me touch her and was very wrapped up in herself these days. She used to wear very long clothes and used to walk around strangely in the house. She had her own houses while she used to wear clothes as she wanted. I was left with only one option, which was not good at all. I had doubts that I had to remove it. One day I bought sleeping pills from the market. I had to anesthetize my wife to check what is the problem with her. She was running away from me after sedating her beautiful, you know, body. If she knows that I was spying on her, then she would have been angrier with me and my suspicion had been revealed. We were sitting together eating. When I asked her to bring me more food, she went to the kitchen and I mixed sleeping pills in her glass of water. She drank the water. After a while, she sat down and said she didn't go back. So I said, no, I have a half day. I didn't go to the office. She said that's fine. I'm going to rest for a while. I'm going to sleep. I said, okay. She went to her room and after a while when I went in, I saw that she was unconscious. She didn't sleep. I checked her phone. There was nothing like that on her phone. After that I checked on her purse too. I also looked at the house and I was so sorry that I didn't treat her right. Well, she was unconscious. So I hugged her and then I remembered the old days. I knew that when he came to her senses, she would be angry. She will not let me come closer to her. So this is the opportunity. I was lying down hugging her that it touched her face and suddenly love woke up in me. I took my wife's shirt from her neck and started to remove the shirt. When I saw something that left me, shocked, the ground came out from my feet. And my wife had strange rules on her body from which white skin was coming off but smelled strange. How is the mark on the body? I checked out all over again. She had marks all over her body, maybe some kind of allergy. But these marks seemed quite old, didn't seem like it was here. But my wife was running away from me because of this disease. But why was she running away from me? I waited for her to regain consciousness. And then I told her everything that I find out. She became very sad and started crying. She said, I am not. Well, what else would I have done? I said, why are you not telling me what is happening with you? You're my wife, I'm your husband. What is your shame in this? If you have any problem, there are doctors for it. We will go to the doctor. She said that I went to the doctor and there is no cure. I was surprised. She said that this disease is called cirrhosis. I have a rash that is caused by dirt when I clean that room, or so I got a smell sore in my arm. There's no cure. It can only stop it for a while. But it happens again. My whole body is full of it. It's kind of weird. The skin keeps coming off to the top of the mark. It keeps falling off in places. How can I come to you if you are in disgust? If I was very shocked. And I said to my wife that you have misunderstood, baby. I again took her to a good doctor. But she told me the same thing. She said that this disease is common to many people in the world and it is not surprised by touch. But now she will have this disease and she will have to live with it. My wife was not coming near to me. It was not a solution to this disease. But I was probably very worried. That's why she was behaving like this. He said, I am not beautiful. My party is not beautiful. I said you are always beautiful, baby. I don't care. I will never leave you. We will always be together. I get my wife treated when medicines are given the disease subsidized for some time. But sometime it suddenly comes out on its own. The disease is very common in people around the world. People do not die from this disease and have been with it. And now my wife is also one of them, but my love for my wife has not ended. I still love her very much. I love her more and now she's expecting also everything is fine.